Did you forget it was Super Bowl Sunday? Or did your partner forget to tell you that they invited their whole team over or friends over or employees over for Super Bowl Sunday? If that's the case, don't worry, I got you. You can make all of this plus a little bit more for under $20. So stick around and I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that. So let's get crafty, y'all. So this is the little bar nook that I will be decorating today, and we're gonna get started on craft number 1. So I had this roll of felt at my house already. However, I would suggest grabbing a dark green tablecloth from Dollar Tree, and maybe even 2 to double them up so they're not see-through. And I just folded it in half, taped it straight across, and then I took this little section and made it like this so that way I would know exactly from on this side and the other side how far away from the edges I was going to be so it'd be even. Now here I just went in between these two lines. I just measured it. You don't have to if you just want to eyeball it. You can do that also. But I'm going to add another strip in between those two. All right, now that that part's complete, you're going to go in between those two lines, but you're going to only make a very small little line, like on a football field. That's what we're making it to represent. I just try to make sure they are the exact same length all the way across. I'm going to do that between every line and on the opposite side. And then once you finish that, what you're going to do is make sure you grab some numbers in the poster board area, and you're going to want to grab those so we can do the numbers. I happen to already have these on hand, and I needed to add a little glitter because I can't go without somewhere. And but essentially what we're going to do is we're going to do the 50-yard mark, and then we're going to go on both sides of it, add the 40, and then add the 30. And you're going to do it on this side along with the other side. That way it's covering everything in case like you're able to see it, depending on the table that you're putting it on essentially. And because there's sticker letters and you're going to put it on that tablecloth, it's going to work out. However, if you are using felt, you can use HTV iron-on as well if you have a Cricut by any chance. And I'm just going to go through and finish that, and I'll show you the final results at the end. And then we are going to move on to craft number 2. For this craft, what you're going to want to do is you're going to grab the black or brown plastic cups. I could only find black, but it still was cute. If you can find brown, that works good. And I put a towel in there to make it more durable and have a stronger hold so when I push against it on drawing, and it is a clean towel, and you can also wash the cups out before they're used. And then this little marker, it's in the crafter square section, and it's actually a chalkboard marker. Unless you have a white marker at home, this works just as well, and you're just going to draw a straight line down and then 3 slashes across. So it's going to give those threading of the football look. Now, I also gave the second option. I just flipped it over, and I'm taking that masking tape, cutting off a piece, and then I'm cutting that piece in half. And then I just go in and I cut 3 other little pieces to go across again for the threading of the football. I am not very particular on whether they're straight or not because I can't cut or draw a straight line to save my life. So it is what it is, but if you're more particular, just do what you need to. All right, moving on to craft number 3. So in Crafter Square, I grabbed a red and yellow fabric. You can also use yellow and red napkins if you want to. I just chose to use these. Yeah. And then you're going to grab either ping pong balls or those little styrofoam craft balls. So with the fabric, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread it out, and then I'm going to fold it in half,
and then I'm going to cut it in half. And then here I'm just cutting off that little extra, has like where it looks like it was cut or taken apart from another piece of fabric. Then once I'm done cutting that part off, I'm then going to fold this each side to the middle piece, and then I'm going to cut that part in half. Once that's done, you're going to grab the ping pong ball, and you're also going to grab a rubber band, put the ping pong in the middle, and then wrap it up just like this. And then you're going to do the exact same thing with the yellow fabric, and you're going to have a red flag and yellow flags. And each half made two flags, cutting it this way. But it'll be cute for the kids to play with. You can put them on the coffee table. They can throw them up when a red flag's called or a yellow flag, things like that. Craft number 4. For this craft, it's super simple, but you're going to grab the brown paper sacks and that masking tape again, and you're going to make it look just like a football threading. So you're going to take that masking tape, go all the way down, and take 3 pieces and cut them smaller and put them across. And then for this, it's going to be so great to use as popcorn bags, pretzels, anything like that, little snacks for the kiddos. And it's just a cute little extra piece to add to your decor. All right, craft number 5, you're going to grab a little chalkboard sign. I happen to find this one, but any will work. And this one comes with a piece of chalk on the back, but I wanted to pull out that chalk marker again. And then I'm just going to draw on there and put ready, set, eat with some little football plays on there, and you'll see that. But you can put whatever you want and whatever's going to cater to your decor. All right, craft number 6 is you're going to grab either one of these tags work, and then one of these little flower tins, gardens, whatever they're called. And I'm just showing you how it would look if you just covered it up with just the tag. However, I'm also going to show you a different option you can use. So I got this felt at Hobby Lobby like last year or something, so I had it on hand, but you don't have to use this. You could paint it if you have time, or grab some Dollar Tree felt and cover it up. But this one just reminded me of a referee, so I wanted to use it. So I just put it over that, and then I cut off that bottom portion, and then I'm taking some double-sided sticky tape from Dollar Tree, adding it to the top section here, and I'm also going to add it to the bottom, and then I'm going to place it across that tin part in the front. And I'm just going to kind of stretch it lightly to make sure it's nice and tight, or taut, I'm not sure, whichever one you say. And then I'm also showing you that you can cover up the back. However, for this video, purposes just to make it quick, I did not do that, but I would suggest doing that to make it all match. And then I chose to use this tag, and all I'm doing is I'm taking that exact same chalkboard marker and I'm writing on there water break. And I'm going to show you that you don't have to necessarily use the double-sided sticky tape. You can just take that masking tape and double it up, kind of roll it over on each other, and then put it on the back, and then you'll stick it to the front. So I'm showing you the option. And for the final result, I'm going to show you what I used was just 4 water bottles. However, they are very tightly stuck in there. So I would suggest using maybe little kid water bottles or like little juices for them. And that way it's a cute little thing for them to go grab for a drink. And then we're going to move on to craft number 7. And I had these jars on hand, however, Dollar Tree sells them, and I believe either Family Dollar or Walmart sells like a bunch for like 98 cents or something. I don't know. They're cheap. And you can either paint them if you have time, or you can do what I did. I had that leftover felt, plus I had some like Dollar Tree ones that were green and brown. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to put it over it and use the double-sided sticky tape, and I literally go little by little at the top, just because I wanted you to see that if you're very particular and don't like your tape to be wrinkled or anything. However, off camera, I just wrapped it around that top part and the bottom, and it worked just as well. And then I am going to go and take the backing off of the double-sided sticky tape. I did it one by one and placed it right up underneath that top rim so that way it sits nice and snug. I'm just going to go and take the backing off that bottom one that I put, and for this, just make sure it doesn't fully lay down quite yet, because you're going to go through and kind of tug at the bottom to straighten it out, and so it's going to make it nice and tight and smooth down at the bottom. So this part is where it overlaps, but you're going to see here I put the double-sided sticky tape at an angle, and once I place it on there, I'm going to cut that extra fabric off, and it kind of gives it a ref shirt look. You're just going to want to make sure that you pull it nice and snug, especially at the top part. And I'm also going to go in and cut off that extra fabric that's left over at the bottom of the jar. And then I took the round tag that I had earlier and I just slipped it over the top. You can also cut it and then tie it around. And then I added double-sided sticky tape to the back and pushed it against the jar so it laid flat. I also wrote a message on there right before I took the backing off of that and placed it on there so that way it matches football. Same with the brown and the green felt. Now this flag is a new flag at Dollar Tree right now. I got it, I measured the part that I wanted to put the letters. I cut out HTV and ironed it on there. However, I would suggest getting the black poster board letters and either adding your team or what I put was Go Team, just because neither of our teams are in the Super Bowl, but it turns out so cute. And then last but not least, the number 9 craft. Y'all, this is as simple as it gets. You're going to grab that craft paper from the wrapping paper section or party section. I just put it over my coffee table. You can put it on any table you want. Now, for the marker part, I had a dry erase marker, which is the big one, and I suggest using that because it covers more space, but I will show you the smaller permanent marker, what it looks like in just a second. But I just went in there and drew little gameplays that you would see in the locker rooms or whatever. And you can even, if you want, depending on the kid's age, leave some out or some kind of markers for the kiddos and let them draw on it during the game. And then like I put Go Team, Let's Win, stuff like that all over. And then I just put it on my coffee table, and you're going to see that in just a second. And also with the coffee table, you're going to see that I grabbed one of those clear bowls that look like a football, put a paper sack in it, and then filled it up with peanuts and add a little scooper that I got from Dollar Tree as well. And it turned out so cute, guys. I hope you have a lot of fun on your Super Bowl Sunday, and I hope if your team is in it, I hope they win. Good luck, guys, and enjoy your Sunday fun day.